We don't know it, right? You're the one telling us. So whatever you tell us, we'll take. Okay? So just relax and breathe. All right, so we have one of our facilitators already online, and he knows the drill. He's going to just listen to you. If he has any questions for you before he picks you, well, he will ask you. All right, so what you're trying to prove right now is the potential of your story. And remember that AWMIFF is focused on having you give us 5 to 10 minutes runtime of film. That's what we're looking for. Minimum runtime of 5 minutes and maximum runtime of 10 minutes. Okay, and if you can do that with your framework, I'm sure your mentor is going to be able to guide you. How many scenes you have to create? Okay, your mic is okay. So what we're expecting from you is 5 minutes maximum runtime, minimum runtime, and 10 minutes maximum runtime. So your facilitator is there, your mentor is there to guide you. How many scenes you need to shoot, what kind of story you need to, that's up to you. The story is up to you, but your facilitator will be the one, your mentor will be the one to guide you on how many scenes and whatever. You just go back, ask questions, and go whenever they give you their input, you go back and implement. It's as simple as that. Okay, so before we start, Mr. Joel, do you have something to say to the participants?
Yeah, I just wanted to feel free and know that this is an opportunity to be able to have a mentor. You get filmmaking is about storytelling, and the way you tell your story, the story has to be captivating. We understand it's your first time. You're not a professional filmmaker, you're not a trained filmmaker. This is a process, you're in a process. So be yourself. Just let's see the potential in your story and how you come in and help you achieve those things. Enjoy your day. That will be all.
All right, thank you. So with that, I declare the pitching workshop open. Okay, so we're starting with our list. I have the list here, so no one will cheat us today. So we have Amaka for short, please. Amaka, are you online? Is Amaka online? Is Amaka ready? Amaka, are you online? I can't see Amaka online. I can't see Amaka here. Okay, so the next on the list is Grace Chidolue. Grace Chidolue, are you here? Yes, I can see you're here. So over to you, Grace. You know the format, you know what to do. So let's hear you.
Yes. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Grace Chidori. I am an instruction strategist, educational mentor, and coach. I have a niece living with autism, and she's greatly misunderstood. And so, for over 7 years now, I've been doing some awareness on autism. My story is on autism because April is Autism Month, and I really want to put it out there to give people information about autism. The title of my story is The Fly Girl. It has to do with Angela Okonkwo, who is a known movie star. She's glamorous, famous, charitable. She was widowed when her daughter was about 3 years old. Her daughter is Lulu. Angela discovered that a beautiful baby girl is not developing like a typical child. It is discovered that Lulu is on the autism spectrum. Angela decides to hide her daughter indoor, not allowing her to mingle with people except those that come in contact with her, like the teachers that come to teach her at home and all that. Now, Lulu is 14 years old and nearly non-verbal.
Hmm.
Fumbi, Lulu's babysitter, dotes on her a lot. The child laughs and plays more in Fumbi's company. Fum understands Lulu more than any other person. Angela, the movie star, she loves this arrangement because it doesn't disturb her rising career. She is busy granting interviews about her latest blockbuster movie. Now, Sheila, Angela's rival in the movie industry, gets the wind of Lulu's existence and decides to blow the secret on social media.
Hmm.
There is a public outcry on why Angela should lock up her daughter with autism. Some ridicule the child and the mother. Some attribute Angela's success to the state of her daughter's well-being. Angela is devastated. Now, Victor, Lulu's music teacher, feels offended by the public's reaction to the plight of Lulu. More people are not aware of Lulu and others like her. People don't know anything their challenges, their strengths. And so Victor releases Lulu's music sessions with him without Angela's permission. The video goes viral. The public are in awe of Lulu's voice. Sheila is not happy about the turnaround of events and condemns all her followers that have something good to say about Lulu. Most of her fans become angry at her and unfollow her. Angela is at first infuriated by Victor's actions, but when she's seeing all the beautiful comments, she weeps. She is now encouraged to put Lulu in a school where she can be managed and one which can nurture her music career. She, however, loses the lead role to a movie and also some endorsement. Now, the theme of my story is information, the myth, the facts about autism, awareness, and the solution is it's important to nurture every child, whether a child is with disability or not. Then how can this story impact on the world? April is Autism Month, but April 2nd is Autism Awareness Day. So autism is on the increase worldwide. Statistics have shown that autism is on the increase. And it's actually very important. It is pertinent to tell the world that these children have great strength and should be encouraged to impact on the world with their gifts. We have so many people with autism. Even late Stella Obasanjo's son is living with autism. Now, the genre of my story is real life drama. Real life drama. I think I should be taken because I'm a raw storyteller and we greatly need some polishing to bring out the gem in my storytelling prowess. That's the little I can say about that. I tried to make slides, but I couldn't do that on my phone. So this is
Thank
the little I
you.
have. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Grace. Beautiful story there. Miss George, you want to say something before we move on to the next person?
That was a quick one. Thank you, Grace.
Okay.
Um, First of all, I hope you understand that this is a short movie, right? This is a short film. The project is a short film.
Yes,
So, what's your
yes.
estimation of this movie? What's the time, the duration?
It should be between 12 to
Have you
15 minutes.
scripted this story?
Not fully.
How many characters do you have?
I have Angela, Lulu, Nani, Victor. I have about 5 to 6 characters.
Okay. A quick advice, though, from your story is a beautiful story, nice story. But I see a feature film and not a short film because this by the time if you give me I start scripting this story, you have over 10 characters. There must be a doctor to sacrifice her sick, and she must be sick, clinic and all that. So I don't I hope you have what it takes, like the locations and every other thing that is required to put in to bring out the story. If I will like it. Okay, let's see how it goes anyway, but from what I see from your story, captivating, beautiful story. It shouldn't be for this contest.
Yeah, I was going to say that because her
Thank you
time
very
frame
much.
is 5 to 10. Our time frame is 5 to 10 minutes. Grace,
Yeah.
if you can look at that, our MIF's time frame is 5 minutes and 10 minutes. Okay, maximum of 10 minutes. And you said your time frame is 10 to 15 minutes. Can you evaluate that and get back to us? All right, so let's move.
Okay,
Okay, so let's move
thank
on to
you.
the next person on the list, Fortune. Fortune, are you online? Fortune, yeah.
Hello, yes, I'm online. Good morning.
Good morning, Fortune. All right, your time starts now.
Okay, so at my story, okay, let me read. I have a short synopsis here, and it says, coming from the background where tertiary education is far fetched, K3 vows not to follow in her sister's footsteps, but to bring glory to the family as the first of five to become a graduate. So she will have to make tough decisions to achieve her goal. So my story is based on survival for ladies. You know, in this recent times, it's difficult somehow for young ladies to come out of poverty, especially if they want to go to school or if they have passion to go to school. So therefore, Catherine is my main character, and she has four elder sisters. Her father is late. Her mother is elderly, but although she's alive, but she isn't really helping matters in terms of education. So she tries her best to send her daughters to school, and after the secondary level, she stops. So her sisters would try to gain admission, but they would get discouraged, and they all ended up doing some funny things, going into small time prostitution just to survive themselves, although they had no choice. So Catherine, looking at this background, feels that she doesn't want to follow in this system. She doesn't want to be a prostitute. She's intelligent, she's smart, she wants to go to school, she wants to become a lawyer. So he makes a vow that after her secondary school level, she will attend university. But after secondary school, unfortunately, there was no way she could. She passed the exams, but there wasn't enough money, no finance for her to go to school. So she made a decision to go to the city and work for probably a year or two, and try to gain some level of higher education. He probably start with maybe a college of education or something, but she just wants to break that yoke. So
So how does
our
the film
sisters,
end? How does the story end?
all right, so our sisters are like the forces that are like they are they encourage her, but there's nothing they can do. So she ends up going to the city. She works, but she meets up with one or two people who try to force things on her, like have sex with her, probably before she can get a good pay or get promoted. So at the end of the day, and in the long run, she finally finally gains an admission, and she's furthering her own education in the city. So my story is the theme. It's actually something like survival, I think. So it's a story that is reaching out to young ladies that it's just to encourage them that in any way possible that whatever it is they are going through, if they push forward, if they encourage themselves, they can achieve their dreams. They don't need people or they don't need much people to help, but if they can push themselves, the right things will fall in place for them. So I think that's my story.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Mr. Joel.
Yeah, another fine story too. But then I see you mostly communicating into one. A quick advice for you: choose what your message is. Choose what your message is. There's a message for against prostitution, and there is a message to conquer poverty and be educated, girls child education, and all that. Then also your settings. Do you have what it takes to travel from village to city? Oh, sorry.
Okay.
No, these are my observation that you might have as a prospect. You recorded of mobile filmmaking for a short film. You bet these are the things you have to consider into your script as you work your script. Look a way to cut down the story to either tell the story on survival in city from either refusing to be a prostitute for you to survive or difficulty for first child education coming from a poor background. Okay. So these are the things you have to observe in the story. I hope you work
Thank
on
you,
it.
sir.
All right. So
Thank you very
thank
much, sir.
you. All right. So let's move on to the next person. We are taking note of everyone. So no story is bad. No story is terrible. So don't go offline. You might just be chosen if your story has more potential. Okay. So your mentor will help you walk around all of these things he's pointing out. So even if you don't get chosen, you know you're taking note of the points he's giving you, so that when you're handed over to another facilitator, you would know what to do. Right. Okay, so let's move on to the next person on the list. Natasha. Natasha was online. Natasha. Yes,
Hi,
Natasha is here.
ma'am.
All right. Hello, Natasha. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Hello, Mr. Joel.
My name is Natasha Massoubu. I'm from Zimbabwe. Um, I am a dental nurse, but as well, I'm an aspiring writer. Um, my film is a plot between a relationship and it's a family drama. So my story goes like this. It's a relationship between a mother and a daughter, where the daughter lacks a respect for the mother. I want to put out the fact that there are actually superheroes like the mothers out there. And in this film, I want to tackle the fact that there are certain things like single parents do for their kids that they don't appreciate them doing. So in this story, my main character is Lisa. Lisa is very, very disrespectful. She doesn't consider how her mother feels about anything. The mother is very nice. But one day, Lisa steps over the boundaries, and that forces the mother to change her behavior towards her daughter. Therefore, my title, Try My Shoe. Now she has stopped doing everything that she used to do for her daughter, and her daughter has to see how her life would be without her mother. So like she just lays back and does nothing. Even no matter how entitled her daughter feels, she doesn't let it get to her. So I'm hoping to target the entitled people. It's not like a target, but I'm hoping to target the young generation to be able to appreciate what their parents do for them, and that they have their own personal superheroes with them. And I hope I hope I get picked because I'm trying to send a message and be an inspiration to the generation out there. Therefore, having a facilitator would be a great advantage for me, especially in my country, because I get to learn more that I lack the side. Thank you.
Thank you, Natasha. Ah, good theme. All right, so I'll let your facilitator talk about it now, Miss Joe.
Yes, Natasha, you're welcome. First of all, never apologize for having a target. Every film has an audience, has a market target. Yes, you are right. You have a target. Yeah, you have a focus and you have to put your target in this story. Let's see how it goes as others. All right.
All
You're
right, thank you,
welcome.
sir.
Okay, so next on the list is Peter. Is Peter online? Is Peter online? I can't see Peter here. Okay, following him is Kendi. Kayland West. Is Kayland West online? Is Kayland West here? Okay, next on the list is Esnat. Esnat, are you online? I saw it. Yeah, Esnat is online.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you know the drill. Your time starts now. Esnat, you're up. You're up next. Can you unmute yourself and speak? Your mic is still turned off. Turn on your mic so we can hear you. Esnat, I don't think she's ready. Okay, so the next person on the list is Dorothy. Dorothy, are you ready? If you're ready, turn off your mic and let's hear you. Ah, Dorothy just left. I guess she's been going and coming. I think the network is just frustrating us. Okay, so next on the list is Adeola. Is Adeola here? Is Adeola here? Okay, there is no Adeola. Samantha. Is Samantha online? Okay, yeah, I can see Samantha here. Samantha, are you ready? Okay, so Esnat is trying to unmute. Esnat, are you willing to go or should Samantha go?
Yes, I'm willing to go. My
Okay.
network is not
Samantha,
really
get
good,
ready.
but I'll start and then I'll still have to.
Okay, okay, fine. Let's
Pardon?
have Esnat. Samantha, get ready. You're next. Esnat, let's have you now.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Um, Hi everyone. So my name is Esnat Mamato from Zambia. I'm a gender activist, psychosocial counselor, and a role model mentor. And I'm also currently a student doing a BA in Development Studies. Yeah, so I'm also an aspiring actress as well as a filmmaker in the making. Yeah, so the challenges I will address
Esnat, are you still there? I think she's having network issues. I think she's having network issues. And I'm seeing Dorothy going and coming as well. Okay, so Esnat, when you're back, let us know. Samantha, are you ready? Samantha, are you ready? Okay, so let's move on to the next person on the list. Ella. Is Ella online? Ella, are you online? Are you ready? Ella. Okay, I can see Ella here. What's happening to all our networks this morning?
Yes, ma'am. I am around, but I'm not ready for my presentation now.
Oh, okay. Grace Oseka.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Grace Oseka, are you here?
yes,
Okay, are you ready?
yes,
Okay, so your time starts now.
okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Grace Oseka. My film will be tackling gender inequality in the workplace. The main character is Joanne. She was very happy when she graduated from school and also had her NYC discharge certificate at hand. Speaking in her mind, she was happy. She's launching into the labor market with full force. It's now time for her to learn to practice. Joan went job hunting with so much expectation. She went to an organization and she met Mr. John, who rejected her because of a lack of experience and her gender, even though she had the qualification and excellent results. Joan, holding her bag and her certificate in her hand, left the office and muttered out, "What kind of life is this? One has finished schooling and served. To get a job now is a problem." She left the premises disappointed. She went for another interview where she met Mr. Stan. Handing over her file to him, Joanne said, "I saw an advert concerning a job in your company." Mr. Stan goes through her file and nodded his head and muttered out, "This is impressive." He came closer to Joanne and started making advances at her and touching her. He said to her, "Do you know you're a beautiful lady?" Joanne pushes him away. Mr. Stan said, "The job it will be yours only if you scratch my back." In disgust, Joanne stood up and said, "It can't happen." She left the office. She went for another interview where she met Mr. John.